What's going on, everybody? It's Nurse Bass. I'm back with another video, and this is going to be week 13, week 14, and week 15, all but the final week, which is coming up next week. I've had a lot go on in the last 3 weeks. It's been madness, man. Everything is just coming to a head. It's all coming to a peak, and it's all hitting me at one time. It's pretty overwhelming. Before I get into this, you might see this is like a new little layout. Excuse all the clutter. We just moved into a new apartment. Trying to get things straightened up. I'll figure out how I'm gonna shoot videos in this new space. I'll figure it out though. But let's get into this video, these last 3 weeks. So essentially what's been happening is it's been a balance between anatomy and physiology. You know, I'm currently taking anatomy and physiology 2, the final A&P, and balancing that with fundamentals of nursing. I've had another anatomy and physiology test. It was my, actually I just had it. It was my 4th test and I made a 92. So I've made A's on every A&P exam so far. Today I just had my 4th fundamentals exam. Basically the way it works in my school, and most programs I know it works like this as well. 4 regular lecture exams and then 1 final. And then also for my labs, 3 lab exams. So I just had my 4th fundamentals exam and I made basically an 84 on it, which benchmark, which is the minimum that you can make on a test basically, is a 78, which at my school was basically a really high C, but I made an 84. And so right now my overall benchmark or my overall grade in fundamentals is probably, it's mid to high B. I can't remember exactly, 85 to 90, somewhere in there. So I'm above benchmark in fundamentals. Just had this 3rd pharmacology exam. And I'm not gonna get the grade for a few days, but basically I'm good in pharm. I think I'm at an A. I'm 90 something in pharmacology, so no worries there. As long as I didn't just straight bomb this exam, I should be fine. So aside from the tests, in clinical, I just had my final clinical day last week. As part of my program, as far as being checked off, the way that it works is you have to pass fundamentals, you have to meet that benchmark. You have to pass pharmacology, meet that benchmark. You also have to pass a head-to-toe assessment, which is performed on the clinical site on an actual patient, not on a mannequin or anything. And then we have to perform a couple of skills. We learn skills throughout the semester, various introductory skills to the nursing profession. We basically draw a couple out of a hat and we have to perform those successfully. And all of these things have to be successfully performed or you will not advance to the next semester. Unfortunately, you know, we had basically the withdrawal cutoff date, last day to withdraw, and we did lose a couple people from our program, you know. So we started off with like 56 or 57 total people, and I think we lost like 3 or 4 to that. I guess they were just maybe getting overwhelmed with work and with school. I think that was one individual's case, and then, you know, just another who I don't believe, a few maybe, who just weren't gonna make it, you know, weren't gonna make these benchmarks. So, you know, had to bid farewell to a few people, and it just kind of humbles you, man. It kind of humbles you a little bit further, like, very blessed to be in this situation, and it makes you want to strive even harder to succeed, basically. Currently, we haven't lost anybody to these checkoffs. But let me tell you basically what happened with me. So I went into my clinical day. It was my turn, or it was my day to do a head-to-toe assessment to get checked off on it. I had a couple of people who went ahead of me. We've got like 7 total people in my clinical group. I had a couple people go ahead of me. I was the last one to go, and everybody who went ahead of me failed it. And the way that it works is if you fail, you get one more chance to remediate it and pass. And if you don't pass on that 2nd attempt, then that's it. But everybody who went ahead of me, and it was like 2 or 3 people, they had failed, and I'm the last one. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to expect. And I had a patient who was compliant, alert and oriented, nice, but was very heavy, and so that made doing my head-to-toe assessment, because you got to check lung sounds on the back. You need to assess all the pulses, and it was difficult on this particular patient. Luckily, by God's grace, I did it and I successfully completed it. So I was the only one that day to successfully complete. Now, mind you, all the people who checked off that day and failed did go on to pass. So we all passed the head-to-toe assessment. Just this week, earlier this week, it's been crazy, but we had our skills checkoffs. So basically we go up to campus, and this is done on mannequins in the laboratory. Basically we got a hat, and we've got to draw out 3 skills. One of them is a sterile technique, one of them is a non-sterile technique, and the third one is basically a medication administration pharmacology skill. So my 3 skills that I drew, my sterile technique was inserting a Foley catheter on a female patient. My non-sterile technique was administering a large volume cleansing enema, and my pharmacology skill was an intramuscular injection. I'll spare you the boring details of everything surrounding that, but basically I completed them all successfully, and that is just a load off my mind, because it's very nerve-wracking to, say here are these skills and you have to pass. It's kind of a similar thing though with the head-to-toe assessment, where if you fail you get 1 chance at remediation, and then if you fail the second time it's a wrap. But I passed first time on the head-to-toe, first time on the skills, thank God. Just a big load off my mind. So what I have coming up, I have 1 more week left. 1 more week in my first semester of fundamentals. It's crazy, man. 15 weeks down already. It's flown by. It's shocking to me. But what I have coming up, I have my final fundamentals exam on Monday. I have my final anatomy and physiology exam on Tuesday, and then my final A&P lab exam on Thursday. And then after that, the semester is done. And I can't wait, son. I get a chance to actually exhale. But all that aside, basically, like I said, Thursday's gonna be my final day. After that, I've got like a 2-week hiatus, and then May 18th, I actually begin my summer course. We have a summer course that is incorporated into our nursing program, because technically our nursing program is 5 semesters long, and so we knock out one of those semesters in the summer. So I'm gonna be doing that. The summer course is basically gonna be a continuation of fundamentals, kind of a part 2 of fundamentals. Wrapping that up, and then it's also basically going to be the introduction into med-surg. Coincidentally, the day I decided to make a new video, our summer clinical rotation schedule comes up. And so basically, I'm going to a new clinical site, and I'm not sure what kind of floor it is, but in fundamentals, my first semester, we had 6-hour clinical days. Starting in the summer and until the end of the program, it's all 12 hours. So it's gonna be from 7A to 7P, and I can't wait, man. I just really hope that I pass these last couple finals, man. I keep saying balance of fundamentals and A&P is just difficult, man, and I'm trying to maintain this A that I have in A&P, and just rock and roll, man. Get A&P out of the way, that way I can solely focus on nursing, man. There's only like 6 of us in my entire class of people that are taking A&P, man. We are just getting pounded with work, man. And it's gonna be nice just to have that weight off my chest, and I can just focus on my program and my nursing degree. So that's basically it. I hope this video wasn't too long. I don't even know, I kind of lost track of time, but you can look forward in the next week or so, whenever I finally finish. I'm gonna be putting out a video, possible collaboration, basically summarizing fundamentals and summarizing my first semester in nursing school. And so for those of you out there who are about to be entering fundamentals, first of all, congratulations, man. I know it's difficult, man. It's difficult to get into the program. I know there's a lot of people out there who are just scrapping and just struggling and clawing to get into the program, and you finally got in, man. Congratulations. It's an awesome feeling, and it's gonna be very rewarding. And I hope that this next video I have coming out is very helpful to give you a good idea of what you can expect with fundamentals. And if you want an idea, if you're just now tuning in to me, an idea of what you can expect, man, I've done this whole thing week by week. So, from the very first. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I'm about to hit 400 subscribers. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm cheesing over here. Anyway, leave a comment down below, man. I'd appreciate it. I'd like hearing from y'all. I like interacting with people who are watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching my videos and for sticking through this ride with me, man. First semester's almost done. This is Nurse Bass, soon to be, baby. I'll catch y'all in the next video, all right? Peace.